out there, boys!
Mixed martial a-holes.
MMA-Holes, 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 MMA-Holes.
You like to be a mixed martial a-hole.
MMA-Holes, 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 MMA-Holes.
No way.
Oh!
Tough 25, episode 5 with the MMA-Holes. What's going on, friends? We're here. The MMA-Holes are live on a Wednesday night, exciting, swole, sexy Wednesday night show. And everyone in the chat is sexy. I can see. I'm looking in the chat right now. I see a sexy bunch of people. I hope everyone is
Wonderful.
wonderful. Yes, guys. Now you might say, "Hey, what's going on? Where are the bricks? We're moving around. We're moving things around. Things are changing." But that's fine. I'm in my living room in a different position. We'll talk about that later. We need to talk about Tough 25. Tough 25, episode 5. We need to find out what my rating is. What I thought about the episode. I'm going to break it down. Spoiler alert, I'm going to talk about the whole fucking thing. So if you didn't see it, well, fuck you. We're going to talk about it anyway. That's right. Episode 25, Tough 25, episode 5. It is sexy. It is swole. Now, we did a Monday show. We did a Tuesday show. And we're doing our Wednesday show, my favorite show of the week. This show is sexy. It's the swollest show of all shows, the Wednesday show. This is number 36. We did this 36 weeks in a row. 36 Wednesdays in a row we've done this show, and it's exciting. I look at my tip jar, and I see 10 more likes, so you know what that fucking means. Dancing John. Where is he? There he is. 10 more likes. Yes!
I've got
10 more likes. I've got
10 more likes. I've got 10 more likes.
fuck you, dislikes. Load up the jar.
I've got 10 more likes.
I've got 10 more likes.
I've got 10 more likes. I hope the dislikes die
Of age, yes. Dancing John is here, and he is wonderful, wonderful. Now, this show is going to be fun. We're going to have a good time tonight. I'm feeling frisky. So, every 10 subscribers, we're going to play the Fuck Luke Thomas song. Now, when the Fuck Luke Thomas song happens, shit gets cray-cray. So every 10 subscribers, we're going to do it again. Every Wednesday that we do it, it's a lot of fun. We're going to do it again. So when we hit 1,210 subscribers, we play the Fuck Luke Thomas song. So get ready to get them subscribers. Get ready to get those likes. And let's talk about what we need to talk about. Tough 25, episode 5. You ready? You ready to hear my opinion? Are you ready? Let's look in the chat. You look ready. The Fook and Hump Show, says Jed Hud. That's right. Dance you, Fook, says Craig Lee, back in the chat, hanging out. Jeff Roberts says Olympia. There he is, Smooch. Brian Royja, Jesus Christ. Everyone's swollen sexy tonight. It's good. It's good. All right, Tough 25, episode 5. I look at my notes. And, okay. This one was interesting. This is a Battle of the Lovers, the ATT Lovers. That's what I like to call this episode. Battle of the ATT, American Top Team Lovers, because there was 2 teammates that they were forced upon each other to fight in episode 5. It was Diego Lima, Hyder Hassan, going at it. They were smooching each other's heads, hugging. I don't want to fight it. I don't want to fight him. I don't want to do it. Next round I'll do it, says Hassan. But Cody Garbrandt, the genius that he is like, no, this is a layup for you, right? You're going to fight your boy because Cody Garbrandt is a genius, right? We'll see how that works out. The show starts with a fight prep, as usual. Lima. They do a fight prep for Lena, okay? And then they say for the full experience, with like a little star at the sign, it says full experience, go to ultimatefighter.com. So you mean to tell me there's more of this crap that you have that we want to see? There's more of this crap because it is the Ultimate Fighter. We're 5 for 5 with crap. It's the same show over and over and over again. We get to rely on the fights to be good, and let's find out how the fights were in this. The next part was Cody's nose. Now, this is pretty good. I'm not going to kill this part of the show. Cody Garbrandt decides to bring his team, Uriah Faber and the boys, decides to bring his team to get the balloon shoved up their nose, expand the balloon, and it clears the passageway over there. I have to say, I am not going to kill this part. I was actually laughing because Uriah Faber squirmed like a little girl. He was like, "Ooh," getting slapping the guy's hand, and it was pretty funny. I'll give it that. You made me laugh, Ultimate Fighter. You did it. You made me laugh. So that was pretty good. As I'm watching the episode, I'm like, you know what? I like Lima. I like Hassan. I think I might be interested in this episode. I think this episode, it might have me because I like both guys. I liked them when they were on their respected seasons of The Ultimate Fighter, and I like both characters now. They're good guys to root for. So after that, they had the Hassan backstory, then the Lima backstory. We found out that Lima is a part owner of ATT, American Top Team, which is pretty interesting. The same gym that Hassan fights at. Buddies. Then there's a backstory part 2 and fight prep for Hassan. So now that is the first half of the show, right? A whole lot of garbage. A lot of times with The Ultimate Fighter, they just waste our time for a half hour. I've said this before. I say it again. The Ultimate Fighter should be a half hour long. It should be a half hour long. Then the weigh-ins happened. The fight starts at 10:40 p.m. Now, this always ruins it for me. Every episode, it ruins it for me. Because when I know what time the fight starts, 10:40 p.m., I'm like, well, we got 2 rounds. Okay? So now we know for sure it's going past the first round. For sure. And it is a problem with this show. There is no suspense. You know that if something happens in that first round, they're getting out of it and going to the second round because it started at 10:40. Okay? So you guarantee 2 rounds. I was like, you know what? I don't think it's early enough to have 3 rounds in this fight. So 2 rounds. Round 1, Lima takes down Hassan. He chokes him. And is fucking working that choke. Looks like he almost has Hassan. But if the fight didn't start at 10:40 p.m., I would be worried for Hassan. But I'm like, nah, he's going to get out of it. He's going to get the fuck out of this choke. So the show's ruined. Goes into the second round. Now, the first round happens. The choke happens. They get up. They get on their feet. Blah, blah, blah. It was boring the second half of the first round. And definitely I give it a 10-9 to Lima. Lima wins the first round. Let's see. The second round happens. Hassan was actually winning on the feet. The exchange, I thought, in my opinion, Hassan looked pretty damn good on his feet. Hassan, his previous Ultimate Fighter, I mean, he ran the table, did a really great job putting guys away. The team rode his back. So I like watching Hassan fight. I like watching Lima fight. But once it went down to the floor, that was it. That was it. With like a minute and like 8 seconds left, Lima gets on Hassan's back and just starts working a choke. And now that the second round starts at 10:50 p.m. So now I know it's only going 2 rounds. That's it. It's a wrap. It's only going 2 rounds. Now I was waiting for a finish. There was no finish. The second round was a whole lot of meh. That was it. Lima wins. Lima wins. I felt empty. Now, the first half of the show, I was kind of interested in what was going on. You know, I kind of liked the goofiness. I liked a little bit of the backstories. I like both fighters. I think they were likable guys. But then the fight was meh. See, you can't fucking win with this show. It starts off decent, and then the fight sucks. So it's like, it just sucks. Make the show a half hour. Please. Please do it. Cody Garbrandt winds up being 0-5. 0-5. He hasn't won 1 fight with his team. He hasn't done shit, Cody Garbrandt. Whole lot of bullshit. 0-5. This episode, I'm not going to be too hard on this episode because, like I said, here's the things I look for. If the fighters are likable, right? I was invested. I kind of like both of these guys. So I'm like, all right, cool. Then they had the whole story between them not wanting to fight each other because of the gym. Bad move by Cody. Once again, another bad move by Cody. It looks like Cody's doing a shit job as a coach. But I was invested, and it was funny with the balloon thing. It was good. It was funny. It made me laugh. It made me chuckle. Then the fight sucked. I'm gonna rate this one out of 10. I'm gonna give this one a 5, which is a super, super fucking high score for me because I think the show is terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. This season is horrible. At least last season, the show sucked, but the fights were fucking killer. This season was just, it's just, oh man, it's not so good. But I give it a 5 out of 10, which is a very, very high score because of the reasons that I said. The next fight is going to be, was it Ramsey Najam versus Julian Let Me Bang Lane? That's right. Any relation to Marlynn Lane? I don't know. But Julian Let Me Bang is the next episode, and we need this in the worst way for episode number 6. In the worst way. We need Julian Lane to see if he could spark some life into this fucking show that's drowning. You got a lot of things to talk about. Cody Garbrandt's bad back. Might even not even have a fight. The ratings are down. UFC does not care. I heard Luke Thomas today, that cunt. He said that, they're doing good on their DVR ratings. That's why they're going to keep this thing going. I don't know. This might be the last season I'm doing these recaps because they suck. Let me know in the chat right now, what do you think about The Ultimate Fighter? Out of 10, let me know what you think out of a 10 score. Now, I know a lot of you guys like to rate these things high. I gave it a 5. Let's see what you guys say. Ultimate Fighter. Tough 25, Episode 5 recap in my living room. Let's see what we got here. Olympia Life says, Carrie, Jesse? Question mark. Stephen Killam says, Cody for Coach of the Year.
Wonderful.
Oh, he's doing such a terrible job. Welcome to McDonald's. May I take your order and probably mess it up and drop your change on the fucking ground, says Dan the Man. That's wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful.
I never watched a tough show. I'm surprised it's still going on. Happy Days, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous that it's still going on. It really is. And the best part about it is it's the same show every season. The same format, the same song and dance, backstory train, silly little skit, weigh-ins, and then they stretch it to a fight if it's short, or they start it halfway through the show if it's 3 rounds. It's the same fucking thing. All right, here's some scores over here. Let's see. Dan the Man, what a weird, I don't know what that face is. Craig Lee gives it a 4. Okay. Jed Hud gives it an LOL. Speaking of spark some life, says Brian Royder. MJ gives it a 2. Happy Days gives it a 0. Craig Lee, 444. The UFC needs to look at this chat and learn from this chat because the MMA-Holes are the swollest group on YouTube, the most knowledgeable. We tell you. Stephen Killam gives it a 6 out of 10. Olympia Lowlife, I do not watch it. He doesn't. The MMA girls are more MMA trained and better in shape than the guys, says Jesus Christ. MJ says, Ultimate Fighter is old and they should move on. They should. They should just revamp the show. They need to just change the whole format of it. I'm down with it. This is my question, guys. Why is Embedded so fucking good, but The Ultimate Fighter sucks? Every episode of Embedded I'm into. Looking for a Fighter. Home run. Why are they a home run? Let Mystic Moss explain why it's a home run. Looking for a Fighter is what? 20-something minutes. The Embedded series, 8 minutes, 10 minutes, 6 minutes an episode. That's why. You can't stretch out garbage. And that's what the Ultimate Fighter's doing. They're stretching out fucking garbage. It's ridiculous. It's insulting to us. Makes me sad. Yeah, Jesus. Okay. Jed Hud says 4 and Cody. Hold on. 4 and Cody as a coach, 0. Jeff Roberts says 2 out of 10. Reminds me of an undercard. Oh, God. Was this a shout out to my toasters? Okay. Chris, that's why Dana is doing the Tuesday show. What Tuesday show? I don't know. Jed, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about here. Jesus says, we the guys have weed endurance at max. 3 threes here says, hanging with the boys.
Hanging with the boys.
Dan the Man says, Dana White is my uncle. That's wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful.
At least the only thing that we got out of this season is this gem. We did get this gem.
Hanging with the boys.
I mean, hey, if we could take anything from the show, we got a great sound drop because you know we're going to be playing that over and over and over again. I'm surprised I haven't heard people use that because I think it's a gem.
Hanging with the
boys. That's right. Hanging with the boys. This is Jeff Roberts. That's right. Marlynn Lane says, I love Embedded. Stipe had me laughing so hard buying that BB gun. Yeah, when Stipe was freaking firing away like a giant kid, an overgrown kid, shooting away at things. It was great. Stipe, I like him a lot. I have some news about Stipe that we're going to talk about in topics. And it's wonderful, wonderful. 3-3 says, Tough is so cringy. When I get into the cage, bro, it's all business, bro. This is 3-3. Yeah, it is. The whole fucking thing. It's stretched out garbage. It really is. Make it a half hour. It'd be a hell of a lot better. You could just trim the fat and get to the meat of the show, which is not much. Tough 1 and 5 are the best at Stephen Killen. 1 and 5. I think this episode was the better episode of the year. And you notice the Cody TJ thing is fizzling. There's no fucking beef between the two of them anymore. That leads me to believe that it was all fucking put on, man. I don't buy any of this shit. The Cody TJ shit. I don't know, man. I don't think it's as bad as everyone thinks it is. Jet Hud says, Chris, then we have an hour of Tough Talk. Oh, God. Yeah, Tough Talk is happening right now, and who gives a fuck? It's better off hanging out with the MMA-Holes because we're so much better. That's right. We are so much fucking better. On a Wednesday fucking night. I love Wednesday nights. Wednesday nights are great. You know what's funny? This microphone over here was the V-neck specialty. It was in his closet, and I was like, give me that fucking thing. Grabbed that microphone, and I found out today it's the same fucking microphone that Luke Thomas uses. And Luke was like,
Hey, why you use my microphone? Why you use my microphone, man?
So, yeah, that's pretty bad that we got Luke Thomas's microphone here. So, but I have a little spit guard on it, so it's better. And it's more wonderful, wonderful, right?
Wonderful, wonderful.
That's right, 1,210 subscribers. Every 10 subscribers are going to play the fucking Luke Thomas song. In honor of Luke Thomas, we fuck his hot dog bottom lip. They should do something like teams fighting each other. Like AKA versus Jackson instead of the house. Go document how the gym is ran. And that one season where they had, I can't remember, was it top, who the fuck was it? It was Top Team versus Black Zillions or some shit like that. I don't know what it was, but that season wasn't horrible. And that had Hassan in it. That was actually a pretty damn good season. We got 10 more likes. Look at this! Boom, John! You guys like to make this fucker dance, and he dances for you, the Johnny Boy. I've got 10 more likes. Look, he's blowing me.
I've got 10 more likes. I've got
10 more likes. Fuck you. Dislikes. Yes.
I've got 10 more likes.
I've got
10 more likes. I've got 10 more likes. I hope the dislikes die of AIDS.
That's right. Dislikes will be dying of AIDS tonight, and we have 1 dislike. So that means 1 person is dead. Let's all say a quick prayer for that person. Bless me, Father, for I have sinned. But we have 1 dislike that is dying of AIDS right now. Now that is Tough 25, episode number 5. We gave it our ratings. We saw what you guys said, and I think we're all on the same page. I do feel, those that did watch it, I do feel that this was the better of the episodes of this season. It sucks that the fight sucked. If the fight was good, it would have got a higher rating. It would have. But the fight sucked. Go figure. So, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Let's check out this chat, and then we play topics. That's right. In a bit, maybe we could get Marlynn Lane to jump on and tell us about her escapades with Wonderboy. That is wonderful, wonderful. Let's see. Marlynn says, that's why I'm here. Who cares about Tough? I'm here for the MMA-Holes. Holy shit. Look at this. I see a super chat over here. Someone wants to make Carrie fly. Let's see if she flies. She better fucking fly. $10. Whoa, look at Jeff Roberts making Carrie fucking...
God, where's Gucci?
God, where's Gucci? Oh, man. Jeff Roberts with the fucking OG super chat. Look at that. God does wear Gucci. Thank you, Jeff Roberts, for the $10 donation. And you are wonderful, wonderful, my friend. Wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful, wonderful.
That's fucking cool, man, making Carrie soar through the sky. You know, Carrie should fly more often. She looks so good. Look how she good. And Justin Sumter's in the corner there, too. Look at him. Thanks again, Jeff Roberts. That's majestic of you. What's up, Lowlife Jay Smooth in the Fukin House? It was great seeing you guys in the Luke Thomas chat representing strong. There was a lot of MMA-Holes invading the Luke Thomas chat, and that was fucking sick. We were hanging with the boys.
Hanging with the boys.
Chasing Tails is here. Haven't seen him or her live on the MMA-Holes. Says, hola, homies. Hola, Chasing Tails. Whoa, Jeff. Jeff Hud, man. Fucking killer. Hanging up there with the boys. Hi, Chasing Fears, man. Says, sup, Chris? Fucking wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful, wonderful.
That's right. Fears Man is wonderful, wonderful. For sure. Yeah, gay Marlyn on. Yay. We're going to gay Marlyn on. Yeah, we definitely will. Marlyn, let me know when a good time is for you to come on. We'll have you on, and you could bless us with your presence. It'd be great. Wonderboy looks like such a mellow, nice guy. Would not imagine he's a pro fighter. He does. He looks mellow. That's a good way of putting it. Christ, Jay Brony. And then Jesus has the flexing. Flex. Yeah, I'll definitely come on tonight. There you go. Craig Lee is alive. That's right. It's good. I felt empty without Craig Lee in the chat. And Craig Lee is back, and I feel powerful and sexy again. Thank you, Craig Lee, for jumping back into the chat. Ever Fergozo says, low life? Well, fook you too, asshole. That deeply hurt me. Oh, my God. They're going at it. Yes, says Olympia Low Life. Jay Smooth says, what's up, Jesus? Jay Smooth is here. I am for sure. XGhost22 says, Marlyn is coming on tonight. What up, Craig? What up, Marlyn? Look at this. This family over here, this chat room. We've grown a bond of people that are all so fucking wonderful, wonderful. Look at these fucking people. What's up, MMA-Holes? I hope XGhost. I haven't seen XGhost in the chat in a while.
Wonderful, wonderful.
I hope you're wonderful, wonderful. Because XGhost, I want you to lick everyone's balls in the chat.
Lick my balls.
That's right. Chris, if I drop $50, do we see a 5 flying carries? Jed Hud, I'll tell you what. You drop $50, I'll play it 5 times. Don't worry. I'll play it fucking 20 times. The best part about the donations is you could say whatever the fuck you want. We had 2 interviews last night, and I was like, holy shit, if someone drops a donation in, it's going to be so cringy. It's going to come to a point where someone puts a donation in during an interview, and it's going to get out of control, and I'll have to control that. But I appreciate it, man. I really do appreciate the support you guys give. Not only are you guys swole in this chat, but you're wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Exco says, where is that nut? What's his face? I don't know who you're talking about. In the end, Chris and Luke will become best MMA buddies. You know what's funny? I was watching Luke Thomas's stream today, and I hate that. I fucking agree with a lot of things he says. It drives me crazy. He was talking about the Chris Weidman versus Kelvin Gastelum thing, and I literally said the exact fucking same thing when I went on my rant a couple of days back. I said the exact fucking same thing. We disagree with this fight. Completely disagree with this fight. And I'm listening to it. I'm like, fuck, I agree with Luke Thomas. I want to fucking kill myself. Oh my God. We got topics. Dance, everybody.
Topics.
Who wants topics? Who wants topics? Hit me with the ones in the chat right now. If you want topics, hit me with the fucking ones in the chat right now so we can give you some topics because it's about to go down. We have some topics and we're going to talk about these topics. Cody Garbrandt is going to Germany to get his back fixed. Dana White has a little specialty over there and he's going to go to Germany. And Dana White is confident that Cody's going to be fine for the July event. He's going to fight TJ in July. He says, don't worry, Germany fixes everything over there. Not only do they make nice cars, but they fix everything over there. So he's going to ship him over there, and Cody Garbrandt's going to get fixed up in Germany. We're going to talk about that. Let me know if you guys think that's going to fix him. Miocic called out Anthony Joshua for a boxing event. So not only is Conor McGregor talking about Mayweather, not only is Aldo talking about jumping in there and Anderson Silva's talking about jumping in there, I have a feeling if this McGregor thing happens, we're going to see a shit show of boxing with MMA fighters. I have a feeling it's going to be crazy. And another one jumps in there. Miocic calls out Anthony Joshua. And fucking A, who the hell would not want to see that? Miocic versus Anthony Joshua? Miocic, dude, are you insane? I think the MMA fighters have completely lost their minds and challenging these guys to boxing, but they all want to get paid. Can't blame them. Bellator is this Friday. I was like, holy fuck, it creeped right up on us. May 19th is Bellator. And everyone's like, oh, fuck Bellator. Bellator sucks. Well, hold on. Rory McDonald, he's coming. He's coming all over your face. He's fighting Paul Daly. Paul Daly, I've said it before, this guy belongs back in the UFC. Unfortunately, he got banished from the fucking UFC, but the guy is fucking good. Paul Daly, Roy McDonald, going at it? Yes, I am in. Fight buddies? Did someone say fight buddies? In the chat? Do you want to fight buddies? Let me know right now. Fight buddies? I can't hear you. Let me know in chat if you want some fight buddies for Bellator. Rory McDonald's debut. And I'm dying to see that. Also on that card is McGarry and Vassal. And McGarry's a fucking big badass, so why the fuck not? I'm in. Cowboy says, who cares if John Jones does coke? Right? Who cares?
Wonderful, wonderful.
Yeah, right? Who gives a fuck if John Jones does coke, right? No big deal. No big deal, right? No biggie. Mighty Mouse says to Ronda Rousey, grow the fuck up after those losses. So that's a little bit of advice from the Mighty Mouse. Grow up. I don't know why he's talking about Ronda Rousey right now, but he is. Masvidal calls out Wonderboy on Twitter. And yeah, that's pretty interesting. I like the way Masvidal's like, fuck it, I want to get back in there. So he's like, yo, heal up, homie. When you think you'd be ready, I want to fight this summer. I want to go at it this summer. And I think that would be a good one, Masvidal versus Wonderboy. I'm curious as to what the fuck do you think? Is Wonderboy going to be ready for that fight? I don't know if he's going to be ready for that fight. Look at the ones in here. Someone wants to see a fucking Fight Buddies. Look at you guys. You guys want to see a Fight Buddies on Friday for it? Rory McDonald? Let's do it. 3-3, yes. Roy fan is 3-3. Chris, shut up and let's talk. X-Ghost, I'm doing topics. So when I do topics, I talk. Topics, and we dance. Topics. My favorite song of the show. Topics. All right. Let's see what else we got here. Woodley says hello. Hello. Woodley says hello. Woodley says he'll step up in for GSP and Bisping. Yeah. What else we got? Dylan Dennis loses in Suggs submission underground. Shocker. Dylan Dennis he's gonna get mutilated in Bellator. He's talking all this shit. Dylan Dennis, if you're not aware of him, he's a jiu-jitsu coach for Conor McGregor. Let's see. And this is interesting. This is interesting over here. MMA, was it Quick Hits? Okay, they shut down their channel according to Jesus Christ in the chat, and I did some research, and he's correct. Who in the chat, let me know right now in the chat, I want to know how many of you guys were subscribed to MMA Quick Hits. Let me know, just give me some ones in the chat. I need to know right now who is subscribed to MMA Quick Hits, because they shut down their channel on purpose. They had 19,000 subscribers. They shut it down on purpose to make a little extra money on Patreon, and I think that's fucking horseshit. So let me know if you guys, and I said on Twitter, I did a little announcement on Twitter and said, hey, listen, an open invite to all 19,000 of you. You got left behind by MMA Quick Hits, but the MMA-Holes would never do that to you. Come, follow me, and I will give you bread. Dennis tapped like a pussy. I don't think he tapped out on it. I don't think he did. I think they went the distance. He just looked like a pussy in there. Yeah, he just got fucking run. All right, so Brian Reuter says Quick Hits. Atacana says he's subscribed to Quick Hits. Rest in peace, Quick Hits. Was a subscriber, but not a hitter. You know what? Fook that channel says Jeff Roberts. That's right, Fook that channel. Right? That channel could lick my balls.
Lick my balls.
Happy Days says, who the fuck are they? And exactly, you know what's funny? When I started this channel, everyone's like, MMA Quick Hits, Jesus Christ. Quick Hits, that dude is a schmuck. Who are those cans? Yeah, well, that's what I thought. Who the fuck is MMA Quick Hits? And I looked over, they had 19,000 subs, so I'm like, okay, they must be doing something right. Let me watch some of their content. I couldn't get like 10 seconds into their content. The guy started fucking talking. I wanted to blow my brains out. It was just brutal. So brutal. And they had a loyal fan base over there that apparently is going to follow them to wherever they fucking go. I don't get it, man. I thought they sucked. They're no fucking MMA-Holes, man. They don't have this. They don't have this fucking chat room going over here. Like, look at this. Look at this swole bunch over here. Fucking MMA Quick Hits. Ugh, fuck you guys. We're going to take them over. Becky Dean says, nope. Yeah, I didn't know before either until people started talking about it. Okay, 3-3 says, Quick Hits was great, but poof. Now it's gone into the ether. Yeah, great. 3-3. What are you smoking? I don't know about great. Fucking guys try to deliver the news, and it's just like, the guy's voice is like, yeah, so, we're gonna do this, and we're gonna be doing this and talking some this about this, and we're gonna be doing that about that, and we're gonna be talking about this, and that's exactly what they fucking sounded like. Like, what the fuck? Who wants to listen to that shit? 10 minutes of, fuck you. Dumb dude, says Olympia Low Life. Dennis says J Smooth. Jed Hud says, does anyone know Quick Hits end line? I have no idea. I have no clue. Okay. 33 says, I loved Quick Hits. It was one dude, though, not a community. No, it wasn't a community at all. This is a fucking community right here. Look at this sexy bunch. Look, Christopher Shelton is here. And Christopher Shelton is an MMA hole. Nice name, man. Nice name. Chris. Anyone named Chris is definitely a fucking badass for sure. Everyone named Chris is a badass. Now, if we get 1,210 subscribers, why, yes, we will play the Fuck Luke Thomas song on a swole, sexy Wednesday night. So get ready. Get them subs in now before it's too late. Toolbag says Craig Lee. Jay Smoot says bong hits, no quick hits. That's right. Jesus Christ says this means that people don't have taste. And many douchebags have thousands of subs, but they are worthless. Yeah, Jesus, there's a lot of content out there that has a lot of backing, and it's just a whole lot of horse shit. This is a community, like they said before. This is a family of MMA holes that are dysfunctional, and we all have the same passion in MMA. And there's not many that do it as good as we fucking do it. That's right. Grinding in the Shadow says Luke Thomas was one of the 19K.
Wonderful.
Oh, God, he probably was. 33 says, don't be a hater, bro. I support a lot of MMA channels, man. I'm down with it. And if I send people in other directions and keep them on YouTube, it looks better on me. I refused to send people to Quick Hits because that shit sucked. I'm sorry. That shit sucked. I'm not sorry. Take a look at my balls.
Lick my balls.
That's right. Brah. LOL Smooth, LOL33, Ever Forgoza so says his a fake bitch quick pussy. That's correct. I could have said it any better. Chew that. Let's see. Chris sounds like Quagmire. Giggity giggity giggity. My friend had a son a few days ago. God bless. God bless Jeff. Named him Connor Kingsley Acosta. No joke. Really? Wow. So I guess he's gonna be immediately a goat. He's going GOAT status. Where is that Nut Mendez? I don't know. It's a good question. That motherfucker is insane. Welcome, Christopher. Christopher is an MMA hole. It's good. It's good to see him here. Welcome, Mr. Shelton. That's right. Everyone welcome our new friend, Christopher Shelton. Part of the MMA holes family. The sexiest bunch on fucking YouTube. That's right. All right, so let's go to the living room. Now, this living room is a badass fucking living room. Look at it. Just look at it. This living room is the greatest living room on YouTube, and I invite all of you guys to have a great seat in my beautiful living room. Now we're going to get a little closer, and this fight is coming up May 28th, but let's go over here, Bellator's, because this is the closest thing that's going to happen right now. Boom, this fucking thing snuck up on me. Rory McDonald is making his debut in Bellator versus Paul Daly. Paul Daly looks... I don't know. Paul Daly, he doesn't look like a fighter. He looks scary right in that picture. I don't know. It's a little weird. Picture's a little, makes me nervous, this picture. But Rory McDonald is a fucking serial killer. This guy's face is absolutely insane. Psychopath. What do you guys think about this fight? Are you going to be intrigued by this fight? Are you interested in Rory McDonald versus Paul Daly? Let me know in the chat. I need to know, I have to know about this fight. Because this fight snuck up on all of us. This fight is ridiculous. It's a good one. Paul Daly, Rory McDonald, I'm in. Bellator, good job on this one. I am fucking in. Let me know what the chat thinks on this one, because Paul Daly versus Rory McDonald, I think this would even get Marlynn interested. Let's see. It's good to see Becky Dean here hanging out with the holes, hanging with the boys.
Hanging with the boys.
Doing good, girl. Hope the same with you. It's good that we have some women in the chat. It's nice. If you're a woman and you're in the chat, hit me with the ones. I know we have two for sure. And it's wonderful, wonderful. Let's see. 33 says, it's pretty pussy of you to talk shit about Quick Hits after the channel closes. That is a bitch move. I'm keeping it 100. 33. I'm going to keep it 100 with you. We have the Fuck Luke Thomas song. Luke Thomas is probably 3 times my size. Luke Thomas is probably one of the biggest MMA reporters, and I made the Fuck Luke Thomas song. Don't make me come into that camera and fuck you in the ass. I'm keeping it 100%. All right, he doesn't look like a fighter. He looks scary. Makes sense, Chris. No, he looks scary like a fucking horror movie character. Where did this matchup come from? This is Becky Dean. Well, it's their backgrounds. That's what it is. The Brits. The Brits are getting together. The Canadians. The Canadian, the Brits. Fucking making it happen. Let's see, but it's gonna be, dude. This fight is gonna be fucking lit. This fight is gonna be so great. I'm curious if Rory McDonald is gonna do that weird shit rolling around on floor shit, or if he's gonna fucking stand and bang with Paul Daly. I don't think he's gonna want to trade punches with this guy. Guy's a fucking beast. I don't know if he wants to do that. Hard fight for Rory. Yeah, Humilian. I agree. Actually, I might even pick against Rory in this fight because I don't know if he's gonna beat Daly. Daly's fucking good, man. He's really good. Rory's the second coming of my my uncle Jeffrey Dahmer. That's right.
Wonderful,
That is
wonderful.
wonderful, wonderful. Yes, I am very interested in it. Could even headline a UFC fight in it. Absolutely, Brian. For sure, right? Paul Daly is still a beast. Rory is too. I'm down. 3-3 is down. Great fight. Yeah, but it's a self-destructive psychopath. He is. Everforgoza says, yes, good fight. All day. Becky Dean's in. Haha. Oh, my. With a fucking crazy face. MVP. Fuck the living room. Let's get to that murder. Okay, so he's saying murderer red Chris has in the background. Okay, ready? Let's look in the background for a second. And I was saying this before as I was setting it up. It does look like a horror movie behind me, right? It's kind of creepy. I feel like a ghost would be popping up in the background over here, right? I feel like someone would be popping up right over here and scaring everybody. You never know on the MMA-Holes. It's a live show. We might have an apparition pop up in the background and scare the whole fucking chat, and everyone will shit and piss their pants. Why hate on Luke Thomas? Because he's got a hot dog bottom lip. Roy McMurderer should be watched by the FBI. That's great.
Wonderful,
This
wonderful.
is X-Ghost. Olympia Lawley says, I don't hate him. And listen, like I said before, I started up with the Luke Thomas. I agree with a lot of Luke Thomas's points. I really do. And I'm not a fan, but I do watch his content. I do watch his content, and I appreciate his content. I'm subscribed to all his content. So I'm into his opinion. I just don't like how he delivers his opinion. I'm not into the whole,
yeah, I'm like so great, and my opinion counts, and your opinion sucks ass.
I'm not into that. I'm not into that at all. Luke Thomas could suck on a bag of dicks. Not into it, Luke Thomas. Sorry. Daly versus Nick Diaz was a great fight. It was. Says Everforgoza. Thomas Lynch is here. Says, I just checked out MMA Quick Hicks 2, and it sucks even more.
Wonderful, wonderful.
So far, says Thomas Lynch. I'm sure they'll be back on YouTube. I can't see them just leaving. That's crazy. Damn, I just noticed. That's the room Roy used to dismember his victims.
Wonderful,
It is.
wonderful.
The room in the back. It is. It's fucking creepy. Now, you guys jumping in right now. This room is, it's not where we're going to stay. I have a desk right here, okay, where it's a mobile desk, where all my equipment is on top of right now. So I could roll this fucker around wherever I want it. I could place it anywhere. I could roll it all over the place. Now, the bricks are back there. I'm moving things around in the back room to set up a studio where I could have guests come in, sit down, and we could all jerk each other off and finger each other. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be a great time. But I like having live people with me. Last night we did a couple of interviews. It was great. It was wonderful, wonderful. And I had my buddy Anthony sit in, and I kind of like that, the back and forth with an actual live person with me. So I decided to design something, maybe have fighters live in studio instead of doing hangouts. What do you guys think about that? Having more live bodies with the MMA-Holes. I mean, it doesn't get any better than that, right? Fuck it. This show is going to grow bigger than the bigger show of the biggest, best YouTube channel. I don't know what that even means. I don't like Luke or Ariel either. Bag of dicks for both of them. This is 3-3.
Wonderful, wonderful.
I like Ariel because he has all the guests, and I do like the way he runs an interview, and I met him. He's a good guy. Fred about says, can you just admit that you're a Luke Thomas fan? I am not a Luke Thomas fan. If anything, I'm more of an Ariel Helwani fan. I'm probably more of a fan of him than Luke Thomas. I can admit to that. Not a Luke fan. Maybe Luke should admit to being an MMA-Holes fan. You ever think about that? Let's see. I watch Ariel and Karen. Rarely watch Luke's his Happy Days. Karen's not bad. She's a little annoying too, though. She does that show with Joe Bond, and she's a little annoying. But I met her too, actually. UFC 196, we got to meet her in the press row. Nice lady. Very nice lady. But I'm not into... She could do her UFC on Fox shit. I'm down with that. It's cool. But I don't know. Her YouTube channel is just like, She's like, she sounds like a Black Joan Rivers. That was my Black Joan Rivers impersonation. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not down with her content. Out of the people on YouTube, Ariel Helwani for MMA is the guy. He's the guy to go to because he has all the guests. He'll ask the uncomfortable questions, which I'm all about. So Ariel Helwani is GOAT right now. I mean, we're GOAT. And then there's Ariel Helwani. He's like right underneath me. But Ariel Helwani's good. He's good. And then Joe Rogan's a boss with his show. He does a great job with his show. But as a pure like MMA show, Ariel Helwani all day. Not Luke Thomas. That's right. You're getting too many toys. Yeah, Becky, I have a lot of toys here. I got a lot of dildos on the desk and stuff. It's really uncomfortable, but, you know, I do have a lot of toys. It's true. Electric taste. Craig Lee says orgy stream. Yes.
Wonderful.
That's right. Casting couch. Yeah. Jay Smooth. Oh, yeah. That'd be great, right? Imagine the channel just like moves away from MMA and all of a sudden we're just a porno channel. That would be weird. I don't think that would fly on YouTube. I think I would get banned again. I think I would. I still don't understand why MMA Quick Hits would get rid of their channel. Now, what Jesus Christ said is they have a Patreon, and then everyone subscribes to monthly. And then I started crunching numbers, and I'm like, holy shit. If they charge $20 a month and they had 1,000 subscribers, that's $20,000 a month they're making from their Patreon. Over $200,000 a year. That's insane. That's insane just from Patreon. So these guys get like so fucking greedy that they're like, fuck YouTube, fuck everyone that just wants to enjoys our content, and we're gonna hit them over the head. Now listen, I'm all about making money, man. I want to make some fucking money. I'm not the type of guy to be like, I just love doing this. I do love doing this. I'm passionate about doing this. But everyone needs to make money. Everyone. But don't leave behind your core audience. You can't do that. And MMA Quick Hits just shutting down the channel like that. It's just not cool, man. You can't do that. So you're welcome to just hang out with us. The best family on YouTube. The best. Helwani TKO Joanna with the question. Yeah, she cried. I like Joanna though. I like JJ. I do. You know, let's talk about this real quick. And Happy Day says Karen does hold back a lot. She doesn't fully express herself, but she seems like a nice lady. She does. She's a very nice lady. I met her in person. Very, very nice lady. Karen is a product of the corporate world. You know, she has to be handcuffed. I bet if she had her way, she would let loose a little bit more. But unfortunately, she's handcuffed. That's the beauty of this channel. That's the greatest part about the MMA-Holes. And that's why you have to stay on YouTube because, well, other than my copyright strike, this is where you could say whatever the fuck you want. This is our machine. I want to keep this machine going where we keep it cringe. That's the best part of this. Your questions are fucking hilarious. I will ask anything. So, yeah, that's going to be the difference between us and everyone else. UFC 211 happened this weekend. It was wonderful, wonderful. And here's my problem with UFC 211. It's not with the actual card. It's with the actual comments. UFC 211, people are saying that the prelims were better than the main card, and I agree with that. The prelims were better than the main card. But here's my disagreement. UFC 211 was not a bad card. The first fight of the main card, yes, that sucked. Everything else is good. What was bad about it? Let's go to the living room. This is our living room. We're back. And it is wonderful, wonderful. Check it out. Check it out. Wonderful, wonderful. All right, let's go. UFC 211. And this will be the last time we talk about this fucking card because I'm done. But, what am I doing? What the fuck is going on here? You got to love live streaming. You could have, like, anything happen. Like me wearing no pants. All right, so this is the last time I'm going to touch upon this card, okay? That's the last time I'm going to go here in our MMA-Holes living room. Too small? Bang. A lot bigger. All right, so this fight, I'll give it to you. Sucked. It sucked a bag of dicks. But awesome win by Frankie Edgar. Yeah, Rodriguez did not show up. But Frankie Edgar, it was a great story. Those of you that hated this fight, what the fuck did you want? Seriously, Damian Maia versus Jorge Masvidal. What more did you want from this fight? You have Damian Maia. Damian Maia hangs on people's backs and looks to finish you that way. Submission man. If you just watch what Damian Maia did, how slick Damian Maia was to just get his back over and over and over again. Now, unfortunately, Damian didn't get the finish, but Damian gave a lot of respect to Jorge Masvidal. Damian said he was probably one of the toughest guys I fought. Jorge Masvidal didn't throw Damian under the bus. Jorge Masvidal says he was one of the strongest guys I've ever fought. And a lot of respect between the two. Listen, you could boo all you want. if you're going to watch a Damian Maia fight, you know what you signed up for. It's not like you think, all right, Damian's going to stand there and trade shots. Oh, fuck, he's hanging on that guy's back. Shocker. This is Damian Maia, for God's sakes. So those of you who thought it was a shit fight, you're an idiot. It's stupidity. It really is. Now let's go to this fight. Oh, man. Oh, man, it was a lopsided fight, blah, blah, blah. Joanna just broke records. The most significant strikes in a fight. JJ pulls it off. This girl is something special. This is not Ronda Rousey. This girl is a next level fighter. Perhaps one of the best strikers in the league, and she put on a performance of a lifetime. Yes, she didn't get the finish, but watching her do her thing and the volume that she puts out, where she puts it out, she picks people apart. If you don't like that, then what the fuck are you watching this sport for? And then let's go to this fight. JDS versus Stipe. Well, Stipe could be the GOAT of the heavyweights. Stipe could be the biggest name in the heavyweight division ever. Performance, who needs it? 2 minutes, 36 seconds. Stipe goes in there and puts Dos Santos to sleep. Stipe is the real deal. Stipe is not bad at all. He's fucking good. Could he be great? What's next for Stipe? What did you guys think of the card? Let me know now so I can debate. Because I don't get it. It wasn't a horrible card. If you think that was a horrible card, then you might as well watch The Ultimate Fighter. That's what you might as well do. Let's see. All right. I like that you don't know exactly what Marlyn is. Maia is scary. Is fuck if he catches you. And Humilian, yeah, he is fuck. Maia is just, I love watching the guy. And I don't think he landed one punch in that fight. I don't think Maia landed one fucking punch. I gotta look at that. Did he land a punch? I don't recall him landing a punch. It's just crazy how this guy works. Total strikes. Did he land those things? I don't fucking remember him landing any strikes, to be honest. I guess they're talking about strikes on the ground, not standing up. I don't think he landed anything on his feet. That must be all groundwork. But fucking A, man. The guy is probably the best ground fighter in the world. Wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful, wonderful.
We're fucking losing our minds here. Okay. I lost that too. Picked Andrade. Oh my God, Becky Dean, you picked Andrade. Link for Marlyn. Run! Marlyn, yeah, you know what? I'll send you the link now. I forgot to fucking send it to you. For fuck's sake. All right, let's do this. I'm going to send Marlyn the hangouts. But, yeah, rest in peace to people who picked Andrade in that fight. JJ rocked it. She did, Becky. Stipe sucks, says Brian Reuter. Well, what's next for Stipe? Well, the Black Beast will be champion by the end of the year. I said Black Beast was going to be the heavyweight of 2017. It's looking fucking good right now. Let's see. Stipe is a fucking stud. This is Olympia Life. Let's talk about the state of the heavyweight division. I'll talk to you 3-3. I think that Ngannou is not going to get the title shot. I think that when Hunt gets rolled over, Derek Lewis will get the shot. Now, Stipe's calling out guys in boxing. I mean, Anthony Joshua, you want to dance? Stipe is trying to look for the big buck. Stipe, just break the records at heavyweight. But he knows it's difficult to do that as a heavyweight. And when Derek Lewis gets in front of him and takes that strap from him and becomes the champion, you'll all see that Mystic Moss is always right. It's always something new, guy, that gets built up. Then they tear him down when he loses. Who are we talking about here? But her face, says Olympia Life. Becky Dean says, how about the men's nice asses? Yeah, they're wonderful.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Hanging with the
boys.
Let's talk about the men's asses for 2 seconds. I thought it was a great card. There you go. So Happy Days thought it was great. Were they really that many people complaining? Yeah, a lot of people did. A lot of people complained about the card saying, oh, well, the prelims are so much better and this and that. And yes, the prelims were better for sure. But the main card wasn't horrible. It wasn't UFC fucking Brooklyn. No men, says Ever Fergozo. Maia is boring. He ain't making any new UFC fans. Brian Reuter, listen, he is what he is. And I want to see him choke out Woodley. Woodley is running for the hills. Woodley does not want to fight Damian Maia. And I think it's a fascinating fight with Woodley versus Damian Maia. But you could tell Woodley wants no business with Damian Maya. Found Becky's weaknesses. It must be men's butts. Christopher Shelton says Maya landed a fuck ton of strikes to Masvidal when he had his back standing up. Yeah, when Masvidal was had the human backpack on him. Yeah, that has to be everything. It wasn't anything standing. It was, well, Masvidal was standing and Maya was just fucking unloading on him. But yeah. Woman only, says Ever Fregosa. Yeah, that's it. We only talk about women over here. Stop it. Jed Hud says, Chris, no way is it going to be Ngannou. That's what Jed Hud says. And guess what, guys? Guess what? We got a guest. Oh. We dance every time, Marlon, because we have a guest.
I can't hear anything.
You can't hear us.
Yes.
Oh, fuck.
I can hear you, but I can't hear no song.
Hold on a second. Let's fix that.
We got a guest.
All right. Anything?
We got a guest on the
Any better?
MMA-Holes.
Yes, now I hear it.
Okay. My bad, Marlynn. Marlynn Lane is live on the MMA-Holes. Let me get my face now. How about that? You want to see my face? Hold on. Here we go. Hey.
I just see you smoking a joint, so.
I'm here. I'm here now. I don't know if you see me now. Do you see my TV?
Yes, I see you now.
So now Marlon sees something different than what you guys see. Like, I'm looking at the holes right now, and now I'm looking at Marlon. Marlon's over there. Marlon sees this direction, and she sees beautiful mountains. I don't know if you see the beautiful mountains over there.
I do. I see your kitchen where your wife was making all that noise yesterday.
That is where all the damage. I actually watched a little bit of yesterday again because I like to watch myself talk. And, yeah, you could hear the water in the background as I'm trying to do an interview and clinkety clanks of the forks and knives. And it was great. It was great. I said to her today, I was like, you know, it's really tough to run an interview because I don't write any questions down. I probably should write down questions. Like, I write down notes to my topics and stuff like that. But when it comes to interviews, I've noticed that I flow a hell of a lot better if I just take the fucking training wheels off and just go with it. Just ask questions as the interview goes. But the problem is,
Yeah.
once you get distracted, you know, your whole train of thought is gone, you know? So that's the negative of things. I don't know if you guys noticed that I babble when I interview people, but I do. Yeah. Marlon is hanging with the
boys.
Marlon, what do you think about that sound drop? You think that's one to hold on to?
Oh, I don't. Well, I don't really care for him as it is, so just hearing that way, it does him no favors in my book.
He's such a dickhead. Like, he really is. Oh my God. And I was a Cody Garbrandt fan. I was a Cody Garbrandt fan until the Dominic Cruz fight, and he just lost me. He lost me there. And now, and this is the best part. If you follow him, do you follow him on Instagram, Marlon?
I do, yeah.
And do you see his fucking stories? He's doing the hanging with the boys.
No, I haven't looked at those a lot. Even though, like, I follow him, I don't see him on my feed a lot because I'm not on Instagram a lot.
Yeah,
So.
Instagram. The only time you're on Instagram, Marlon, I noticed is this. Okay, let me do a Marlon. I'm going to do my impression of Marlon's Instagram. You guys ready? Okay, here we go.
Oh.
Here we go. Ready? You guys ready? Church, Wonderboy, half-naked Marlon. Is that accurate?
Oh, that's the third.
No?
Where's the half
I
nakedness?
don't know. All right, I'm going to go to your Instagram. We're gonna stalk right now. I'm going to stalk your Instagram real quick with the MMA-Holes. So how's your day going, by the way, while I'm pulling it up?
It's going pretty good. How about yours?
It's going good. I'm hanging with the boys and the girls.
Boys.
I got to change it to girls, too, you know, because, well,
Yeah, I know, because Becky's there, you know?
that's right. Well, how about this? You guys are hanging with the boys. How about that? Because there's a predominant amount of penis
Yeah.
inside here. But it's good that you guys are representing. All right, so I'm going to go to your Instagram right now. You're going to look at me, which is a great thing for you. Lucky girl. And I'm going to show...
Right? I mean,
Control yourself.
how did I get so blessed to see you?
I don't know. It is a blessing. Okay, so here we go. We're looking through your Instagram right now, and right off the bat, check this out, Holes. Look at this. Look at this picture. Marlon's all sweaty with Wonderboy after a long night of training. Just going through over here, and it looks like you had a great time. Now, for you guys that are just jumping in right now, we are with Marlynn Lane. She is an MMA hole extraordinaire. She's one of the OGs, and she's one of actually the better guests that we have on. That's why we have her on so much, because she's a lot of fun to chat with. And she went on a little adventure, a little trip. We didn't really get into detail about this trip. Let's start from the beginning of this trip, okay? Wonderboy lives in South Carolina.
Correct.
Okay. Look at the glow in her eyes when we mentioned the name of the Wonderboy. I see that glow, that twinkle.
Wonderful, wonderful.
My friend.
Marlyn went to visit her friend. So how did this happen? How did this go about? How did you get this opportunity?
Well, I'm good friends with his aunt, and I have became friends with his dad. And the aunt would always say, come out and visit us, because her and I have gotten really close. She's a wonderful woman, and the dad has said a couple of times, hope you can make it out and train with us sometime. And I was like, how often do you get a chance to, be invited to someone's gym and to train, especially, someone like, Wonderboy's gym, who obviously I'm a big fan of. And I was like, I'm just going to go for it. So I did. I went out there and I had a great time.
And it looked like you did have a good time. Just going through the hold on, let's go through these photos over here. The gym, how was the gym? The gym looked like it looked like they were fans of Wonderboy, because I see a lot of posters up and shirts and stuff like that. It's like a shrine to the Wonderboy.
Yeah.
How is it walking into that gym? Was it like everything you thought it was going to be?
Well, for one, it's huge. It's such a big gym. It's I can't believe they're actually expanding it an extra 10,000 feet, I was told. So they're gonna, I guess, open up a bigger gym inside a mall, I guess. Yeah, I couldn't believe I was there. It was just amazing to know that here I am in the gym where Wonderboy, has trained to win all of his kickboxing matches, where he, trained to be the, title challenger twice. It's just overwhelming. It's like, wow.
Now, was there anything like that shirt? There's a picture of you standing next to the shirt. Did they give you any gear or anything like that? Did they throw you any stuff over there, or?
I did get a shirt. I do have a Wonderboy shirt. So this will be my second one now. So I'll have to wear it next time I come on. So
now they're asking.
Yeah, so.
They're asking in the chat if you ever rolled with Wonderboy, but he was injured, right, when you were there?
Yeah, he was still recovering from his knee surgery, because he had just had surgery. I want to say it was about 4 or 5 weeks before I got there. So he was still in the healing process. He was still going to therapy when I was there. So I did get to be in the same MMA class as him. So got to see how he works and how he, moves around. It's interesting to see him in his stance and exactly how he fights in class up close and, personal, compared to what we see on TV in the octagon.
All right, so now I'm showing the MMA-Holes. I'm showing a picture of your outfit that you had ready for Wonderboy. It's a see-through lacy on a beach bed. Oh wait, no, that's something else. Hold on. Hold on.
Like some of your followers.
Hold on, that was weird. That was weird. You know why? Because we're
Hanging with the boys.
yeah. I don't know. So. Okay, so you got to watch Wonderboy train and stuff like that. That must have been really cool watching him do that. How was he? Was he strict with the students and stuff like that? Was he kind of like very serious, or was he laid back?
He was definitely serious with the students. The dad is more than he is. But I think it's obviously very different in the South. They're really built on respect, for the instructor and student. And they just, they run a tight ship there. Obviously I got my nose busted. I got all bruised up. They were not going easy on me, which actually I appreciate.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's a really great place. You don't go there just to hang around. You go there to legitimately learn and to become better. So after the 3 days of training that I had, I definitely feel a lot more experienced as a martial artist.
Now I have up on the screen for the MMA-Holes, you throwing some sick shots at a big black man. Here we go. Get it, Marlyn, get that. Beat him up. Look at you go. All right, there you go. All right, so now we know. Now, if anyone ever acts up in the chat, Now they know that Marlynn will fucking rip your head off and eat it. So there you go. I'm just creeping on your page. Sorry. So
You are, yes.
I figured if I do it live on the MMA-Holes, it's not as cringy. Maybe.
Oh, it's not as creepy.
Yeah. If I did this by myself on the couch over here, then it would be really weird. So if I do it live with our friends,
Especially since you have no pants on, you know.
I never have them on. No, it's gonna be hard for me to get around now because there's so much space here that if I get up, it would be really bad for everybody. Yeah. So I'll just keep it down here. I see stiffness as Tim F. Play her sparring says Brian Roger. I just did. Becky Dean's laughing. ETC cousins. Chris, shame on you, says Jesus Christ. Wow, I'm showing your Instagram. I'm not showing anything wrong. George Sampras wants to know if the guy that you were hitting pads with, if he was erect when you were hitting the pads.
I don't think so.
All right. Yeah, you were kind of far away. So I mean, in fairness, it would be tough to find out. But imagine you're hitting pads with this guy and you look down as you're fucking throwing the punches and he's got a fucking big stiffy. He's just pitching a tent.
I remember, I think it was like the Jim Norton show, and they had asked Wonderboy that ever happened in his gym, you know, and he was like, nah, if we did, we'd take care of them pretty fast, you know, so, but I don't know if you would really get a hard on if you're doing it as a guy, because you're trying not to get choked or,
I would be
down.
fully erect. Seriously, if I was on the floor and I was rolling with a pretty girl, I would be totally unprofessional. I would be like, I got to stop. I'll be right back.
That's you.
I'll be like, I just can't do this anymore. This is not working for me. I would feel, yeah.
Yeah, you'd be like, no, unless this ends in sex, I can't do it, right? That would be your mindset.
Oh, God. Brian Roger said that he is...
Hanging with the boys.
That's right. Now, training with Wonderboy, I mean, it's got to be the coolest thing ever. It really does. Like, all joking aside, it's got to be the coolest thing. In person, Wonderboy's father, you were saying that he seems like a tough dude. Everything that I've seen of this guy, he seems like a nice guy, but it seems when it's about training, this guy means serious business. He really does mean serious business. So what was it like? Was he an intimidating person in person? Was he an intimidating person to be around?
No, not at all. Such a nice guy. Such a, warm-hearted, really kind gentleman. Can't say enough good about, Mr. T. He's such a great guy. I said in the class he means business, but I can appreciate that because I want to know what I'm doing is correct. I want to be taught correctly. He just got this past weekend, I think he just got his 8th degree in black belt for Kempo karate. So,
wow.
I mean, he's hardcore. He's legit, I mean, this guy, he just had a birthday too. I think he just turned 62 if I'm correct. And he's still out there, throwing punches, throwing kicks, and teaching, and just, kicking butt. So hats off to him.
Yeah, that family looks like it's a bunch of killers. Did you get to meet Wonderboy's brother?
I did. I got to meet Tony. He's such a nice guy.
I'm sorry, Tony.
I got to, yeah. What?
First name basis. I'm sorry. Oh, old Tony. So you did get to meet him. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I got to meet him. I got to meet his wife when we went to church, and yeah, it was nice. I met his mom, met his aunt, met his cousin. So yeah, met the whole family. They were just such great people.
Brian Roger wants to know: do you think that Wonderboy or his dad ever jerked off?
I don't know.
I can't picture Wonderboy jerking off. I feel like he doesn't need to jerk off. Like, he seems like a mythical creature. Like, he's kind of like a male unicorn. I don't know, something about Wonderboy. Like, he's like that perfect, like, as Mexican likes to say, Hitler's dream. Like, he has like that perfect face that it's kind of like he doesn't do those things. Do you think my Wonderboy jerks off? I don't know if he does.
I don't know. I mean, it's a natural human thing that guys do. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I always wondered. Leave poor Wonderboy alone.
I need to have Wonderboy on the show. I really do. There's not many fighters that I need to have on, but I feel a Wonderboy interview would be so epic. It really would. I think we would get a lot of information out of him So we need to work on this.
Come to Vegas on Expo since he's going to be there.
It's true. I should. I didn't have enough time with him during the party. He was getting dragged in all different directions. I didn't have enough time to really work him like I wanted to, but yeah. I would love to have him on just because he's such I don't want to say a goody two shoes because he does have a sense of humor. I'll give him that. But he's very straight edge, Does he? Well, he did drink when I saw him. He does drink. Did he drink when he was with you there?
No, because we didn't go out to like a bar or anything. But yeah, I know that he likes to have, beer and cocktails once in a while. That's what he told me, that, if you go out and have a little fun. But he doesn't seem like he's, crazy. I mean, like you said, when you were partying with him, he. Yeah,
he definitely did seem like he was a little sauced up. But it was weird. He was just drinking wine. He was just drinking wine at the party, and I was like, "What are you drinking?" He's like, "Jesus' blood." That's what he said to me. He's like, "I'm getting drunk off of Jesus' blood right now." I'm like, "Oh, okay. You're really religious, man." Wow. Oh, man. But he is a very religious guy. So going to church with them, was that fucking weird? Like, was he on your left or what? Right?
He was on my right.
Okay. So now, did you just like try to grab his hand? Like, oops. Were you dying for like peace be with you? Were you dying for that moment to kind of like just embrace him or no?
We weren't at a Catholic church, so
fuck.
no.
Oh, wait. So he's not Catholic. Oh, fuck. What is he?
Oh. I think it's just Christian.
Okay.
It's Christian
so, so Christian doesn't, yeah. I don't, so what? Oh, wow. I never been to a church like that. So what, so there's no peace be with you in that type of church?
Yeah, no, that's all Catholic. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I got to learn this stuff. Exco says, Chris, shut up and read the chat. Okay. I'm sure you guys have brilliant questions in there. All right. Let's see what you got. Hot damn Marlyn. Fuck them all. Beat me to it. Wonder Woman. Nothing wrong with beating that little thing up till it's wet. Right. Okay. I don't see any questions. Oh, let's see. Come on, you fucks. What the fuck? Give me a question, you fucks. Wonderboy jerks off to Tyron Woodley. Do you think that happens?
No.
Stephen Killen wants to know, do you jerk off, Marlyn?
No.
Yo, Chris, you could get Wonderboy on here, says Thomas Lynch. I think we could. I mean, I think we could get him on here. It's just, here's the thing. I've sent him a lot of emails. We did go to a party. He did the right thing. He was really cool. When we did the event for Gotham, I did the video for it. He answered all the questions. We do have interviews. Actually, all the interviews for Gotham Magazine was me asking the questions. So if you really want to see me interview him under rules, I couldn't ask him how big his dick was for Gotham Magazine, but you damn straight I could ask him on them MMA-Holes. You know what? Guys in the chat right now, let me know. What would be the question you want me to ask Wonderboy? Let me know in the chat right now. I'd love to see your questions, and I will ask them. So Fangirl MMA got the chance to interview Chris Cyborg, but it was an email interview. So that's kind of cool, man. Maybe we could get it in with Chris Cyborg because I got some questions for her. Marlyn, what would you ask Chris Cyborg if you had the opportunity?
I probably would ask her where she sees herself in the next 5 years. I'd be curious to see how long she's going to be fighting, because she has said in interviews before that she wants to have a family and kids. So, but she's going, talking about going after titles. So I'm curious to see where she would be.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't ask her anything inappropriate.
I would ask her if she was looking to get any girls pregnant. I'd ask her something like that, or
that would be the follow-up question of mine, I bet.
Knock some bitches up. What do you think about this with the Miocic versus Anthony Joshua? Like that actually just rose up in the news today that Miocic has interest in fighting the gentleman that beat the shit out of Klitschko. Why? I don't know. I guess he wants to get paid. What do you think about Miocic going over there and challenging a guy that looks like he could be the GOAT of the heavyweights?
I mean, respect to Miocic for, wanting that kind of fight because, and he has said it before. He goes, I don't pick my fights. I just want to fight the best, And I think that is what a champion does. You fight the best. You fight the most challenger, that is available to you. So I mean, I think that would be a pretty awesome fight, no doubt. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I think he says he wants to take some time off, so I don't know when that fight would happen.
All right. So, yeah, it would be weird. Okay. G-Man Mule is here. Says, the man is here. Welcome. I hope you're wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful, wonderful.
We have the lovely Marlynn Lane hanging out with the Holes with some uncomfortably weird questions as usual. What else is new? Okay, so here's a question from Exco. Says, Wonderboy, how old are you? And then he says, shouldn't you be Wonder Man? That's true. That's a good question, X-Ghost. Why is he not called Wonder Man? But he did explain that. Actually, I asked the question of his backstory. Hey, go watch my interview with him. You could find out all that shit. But Wonder Man it should be Wonder Man, right, Marlyn? Now that he grew up?
I mean, yes, but I mean the story as to how he got the nickname, you understand why he keeps it, and he's youthful enough and, with his personality and whatnot, that Wonderboy sticks with him. I mean, I don't know. Wonder Man, I don't know.
He does have a
It would
baby
sound like-
face. I will give him that. Yeah, he does not age. I'm convinced he's a vampire, but that's just me. Let's see. Ask if he banged Marlyn. All right, we'll ask him that. That's from Stephen Killam. Jeff Roberts says, I would ask Cyborg if she lifts. She probably doesn't work out, right, Chris Cyborg? She doesn't look like she works out, right?
Yeah, no, not at all.
Ask Wonderboy if his parents ever hit him. I'm pretty sure his father hit him. What do you think, Marlyn?
I don't know. Maybe. You know what? I remember in an interview, he said that how they would resolve any arguments between the kids was that the dad would make them fight. So it'd be like, okay, you're arguing with me and you're arguing. All right, you guys are going to be here and you're going to duke it out kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And, Wonderboy said he always got his butt kicked by his sister growing up. So
Shocker. No. I think, personally, after just thinking about it, I think Wonderboy's father might even be a better interviewer than actually Stephen Thompson. Stephen Thompson knows how to dance around the questions, whereas his father is not as trained in the interview thing. So maybe we could get him to leak and say some funny things.
he's definitely, I think they both have a great sense of humor. The dad would definitely be informative, but I think both of them, just because of their backgrounds and just how good of guys they are, certain questions that you guys ask other fighters, I don't know if you would be able to get away with that with them.
I would try my best. Happy Days said, is Wonderboy the main instructor for the classes? That'd be amazing. Let me learning karate from one of the best UFC fighters. Yeah, well, that's what Marlyn was saying. Wonderboy is fucking in charge of that class, and I mean, Marlyn was right in the mix of it, right? I mean, that had to be surreal.
Well, yeah, I mean, he is in charge of the kids program there, but when it's the MMA class that they do, it's either the dad or him.
Okay.
That night it was ran by his dad, but he started the class and the dad kind of finished it. But yeah, he's they both do well, of course. When they mean business, they mean business. They go out there, and like I said, it's just such an amazing place to be a part of. I love just how they are quick, to help you become better as a martial artist. They seem to really care, and
yeah, they
I think
seem
that's a
like
great
really
quality.
good people. They really do seem like really good people.
Yeah, they are.
We have a
Lick my balls.
and we have a
Hanging with the boys.
in the chat. Becky Dean wants to know, how long has Marlyn been training? How long have you been training for now, Marlyn?
I took my first MMA class about 4 years ago, and so I started off slowly, and then I want to say probably in about the past 2.5 years, I got really into it, where I started being more steady with my training and more consistent. So
You're definitely passionate about it, for sure. I mean, with all the broken noses and bumps and bruises, and you go in there, you'll pretty much take on anyone. So that's very admirable.
yeah, I mean, everybody who came, I mean, I trained with everyone from girls to guys, bigger, people that were twice my size and, people my size. And it was just a great learning experience. I don't I don't have an ego when I go in there. I think that's very imperative to not have if you're trying to grow as a martial artist. And I think that's where a lot of people's downfall is. They go into a gym and they're like, oh, yeah, I know this, that. And so I may go in there with what I know, with what I've learned. But if I'm doing something wrong or they want me to change it, then I will alter it and then find eventually what is best for me.
That is awesome. Now, you're giving people boners. Xgo says, hit me with the ones if you want to see Marlyn naked, and then he votes one for himself.
That's how you're going to do it. I mean,
Yeah.
that's...
Wonderboy couldn't beat Woodley. He's an absolute bum, says El Kakui. Oh, my goodness. Max123456 says, fuck Marlyn is giving me a hard on. Okay. Have you ever fought an amateur fight? No, you haven't fought one yet, but you're thinking about it, right, Marlyn?
I'm thinking about it. I told myself I would give myself to the end of the year to make a decision on whether or not I want to do an amateur fight, or if not, just become the best martial artist that I can and be a part of someone else's training partner and training camp to better them and help them achieve their dreams. So I'm fine with either or. I know that I probably would never go pro just because of my age and how much more I would have to learn. I don't want to do anything to, I always say I don't do anything to be okay. I do something to be great. So I definitely want to give my all if I'm going to do it. And so, yeah, we'll just see where it goes. If I never do amateur, it's not going to bother me. And if I only become a training partner, that's fine too.
Right now, we're hanging out with Marlynn Lane, the MMA hole extraordinaire, hanging with the boys.
Hanging with the boys.
She's passionate about MMA, and she comes on pretty much every Wednesday. So it's always good to hang out with you, hanging with the boys. Let's see what else we got in this chat over here. I see a lot of freaking people. You got people talking over here. Jay Smooth says, work on head movement and keep hands up. Don't get your shit pushed in, please. That's good advice, right?
Yes. Well, I know that the video that I did was not necessarily the best showcase of what I can do. It was just at the end of our 1 hour training session, and we were just kind of BSing, and next thing I know, I had someone say, "No, I'm going to record you," and so it's trying to look okay, but yeah, I know, keep my hands up, and yeah, it's growing. It's fun for me, not taking it too serious.
Xgo says, Marlyn, you and I can wrestle every night. Every night. He wants to wrestle with you. Don't break your face. Jay Smooth wants you in one piece. Craig Lee says, Marlyn, a great lady, so sweet. You are sweet, Marlyn. You were actually, you deal with all this stupidity. But, so the trip was a success. That's great. What do you take from this whole thing, this whole experience, getting to hang out with Wonderboy's family?
Oh, man, it's an experience I'll never forget, to be able to just be in an environment of how a champion trains and how he lives. It was just surreal and amazing. I definitely want to go back. I would definitely love to train. The people there are so awesome. They've been so nice to me, very welcoming. It was just, like I said, I can't say enough good things about the Thompson family as well as Upstate Karate.
Definitely a farce. Let me try that again. Definitely fart. No, definitely follow Marlynn Lane on Instagram. That was what I was supposed to say, but instead I said definitely fart. So Marlyn, feel free to fart at any time.
Thanks for the permission.
Oh God. Follow Marlynn Lane on Instagram at Marlynn Lane, right? That's it, right? Is any underscores or anything on there? I got to put your name on. Next time I promise I'll have it on.
Marlynn Lane, yeah.
Marlynn Lane. It's Marlynn Lane. Lane. Is that a stage name or is that your real name?
That's my real name.
Oh, there you go. Marlynn, do you speak any other languages? I don't think I've asked you that question before.
No, I don't.
Well, no. You're useless.
I know, I am.
I need someone.
Especially in California, everyone speaks Spanish.
I always wanted to learn Spanish or anything. I want to learn any sort of other language. It'd just be great to know another language. I think I'm just too stupid to remember. Yeah. What language?
It's funny because that was my decision before I started dancing to improve my resume, my acting resume. I was like, should I learn another language or should I learn another skill? And at the time, Dancing with the Stars was big, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to go with dancing. So I could have learned a new language, but instead I chose dancing. But that led to more wonderful doors anyway. So
There you go. I mean, hey, dancing sounds like it looks like you're having fun dancing. So why the fuck not?
absolutely.
Fredette About It says you can only bang one, Chris or Marlynn. Well, of course they're gonna choose me. I mean, Jesus. What kind of stupid question is that?
I mean, you're ready. You have no pants. I have pants.
Well, we don't know. We're not sure. And I see you covered yourself up correctly this time. So now no perverts. No perverts allowed in the chat.
I have to be watchful of what I wear around your show.
Yeah. Bunch of pervs. Everyone's a bunch of pervs. Let's see. Masvidal calling out Wonderboy. Masvidal calling out Wonderboy. What do you think about that? What are your thoughts on that whole situation?
I think it's a smart move for Masvidal. I mean, he obviously wants to continue to be in the top 5. He wants to be known, and so he's going to call out anyone that he can that obviously is in the top 5 that can, better his name, especially if he beats him. I think that's a very risky fight though for Masvidal. However, we saw what he did with Cerrone. Cerrone, like Wonderboy, fights going forward, not really going backwards. And Masvidal is the type of guy that just kind of walks you down. He just kind of keeps going forward. So, I'd be definitely interested. I mean, obviously, if you can close the gap with Wonderboy, as we've seen in the Woodley fights, that's where most of the opponents have had success. But Wonderboy's foot movement and his kicks and his ability to keep that distance is what has had, most opponents, questioning while they're in the octagon.
Yeah, I'm in. I'm game for that fight. I'm game bred for that fight. I think that thing is going to be fucking sick. I just don't think it's going to happen, unfortunately, because of the injury. I think Masvidal's too hungry to get back in there. So, unfortunately, I don't think we're going to see it, but I hope we do. I think that'd be a great fight. I think it'd be a lot of fun. It would be good for both guys, but
Well, Wonderboy said that he was hoping maybe to fight sometime in like August, September.
Mm-hmm.
So if Masvidal can wait, because I think Masvidal wanted to do the July card.
Yeah.
I think he wanted to be here in LA, which would be great for me if they could go. But I think if they are going to fight, then he's going to have to wait till August, September. So I guess it'll be up to Masvidal what he wants.
Yeah, because he's not going to that's the thing. If he waits, I think he wants to get paid. He wants to make the quick buck. He didn't really take much damage. So he's ready to get back in there. Unfortunately, I don't think we're going to see that fight now. I saw a question back here. Happy Day says, what weight class would you fight at? Also, what is Marlyn's martial arts background? BJJ, karate, etc.
I would say primarily jiu-jitsu. So, because that's what that's my first and main love. Jiu-jitsu, judo, all the ground games for sure. So that'd be my background. And if I fought, I would fight at 115.
115. There you go.
Yeah, or maybe 125.
Kicking JJ's ass all over the mat.
Yeah.
Yeah,
right.
George Sampras wants to know if you're getting porked by anyone.
Thanks for reading that question, Chris.
We'll skip that. Pass. Atta girl Becky. Becky's got something going on here. I can't. Let's see. I can't hang with a woman who is like a preppy and stuck up. I wear my cowboy boots almost every day. That's right. That's wonderful, wonderful, Becky.
Wonderful.
We only have badass women over here. That's how we do this. We're no prissy women. We got badasses on the show with broken noses and cowboy boots. Right, Marlynn?
That's right. That's right. That's the only people that can deal with you guys.
That's right. And much respect to the ladies. And we have the sexiest ladies on YouTube. That we have the full packages here. You can't go wrong with the show. Two things. I want to hit you with two things before you go. The Woodley what is next for Woodley? Now he's calling out freaking Michael Bisping. He is avoiding Damian Maia at all costs. What do you think is next for Woodley? How annoying is Woodley?
Well, we all know Woodley can get in his whining tantrums. Gosh, I don't know. I think Woodley needs to fight Maia. I think that's the right thing to do. If he wants to prove that he is the best champ at welterweight, he needs to respect the rankings and fight, the respectful fighters in front of him. He has not defended his title enough, especially in a spectacular fashion, as we've seen with the Wonderboy fights, to where he, in my opinion, has the right to be calling out people and choosing his fights. Put on some great performances, defend your title a few more times, then, let your career and your fights do the talking for you. Let people, then he'll have people lining up wanting to fight him because he's a spectacular fighter. Right now, he has not proved that as much, in my opinion.
Yeah, he needs to shut up and fight Maia. Now, here's the big issue. He could play the whole card that Damian Maia is looking for a little rest. And he's like, well, I don't want to rest. I want to get back in there. So I think he's playing off of that. I do feel that he's scared to fight Maia. I really do believe that he's scared to fight Maia. And he's looking for a big payday. And now he's using the opportunity that Maia is saying, hey, I want to rest. Let me go fight Bisping. The whole Bisping thing is like, it's almost as bad as the Conor McGregor Mayweather thing. It's like enough's enough. Bisping, dude, fight Yoel Romero. Stop with this shit. Get in there and fight Yoel Romero. 1 minute Dana White's like, that is what's happening. But there's no official announcement. It's crazy, right?
Yeah. Exactly. That's what they need to do. Woodley needs to fight Maia. Bisping needs to fight Romero. And then after that, then they can fight each other, But before then, I don't know why. I don't know why that obsession between the two. It'd be an interesting fight. Don't get me wrong. I'd watch it, but it's not something like, I would be dying to see that matchup. It's like,
Right now, gun to your head, who would win, Maia or Woodley?
I think Maia.
It's tough to pick against a guy like that, right? He's so freaking good.
He's so, I think he's like 5th or 6th degree black belt. He's been practicing so long. And even like Masvidal said, when he gets on your back and he gets you in those positions, it's not just him closing the distance and him riding on your back. The way he distributes his weight and the way, he can maneuver, it's like a snake, and, people call him a one-trick pony, or people say, they don't want to see fights end that way, but how can you go against a guy with that amazing skill set? It's just, I love it. I like the Maia and Masvidal fight. People said it was boring, but I thought it was a pretty interesting fight, in my opinion.
Yeah, I don't get it. You signed up for Damian Maia. What do you expect him to do? Like flying kicks? What the hell? I see Ian is back. Ian, what's up, my orange friend? He says Bisping knows he got lucky in the Rockhold fight, so now he wants to just sit around and hold the belt for as long as he can. I get it. He wants to get paid. He wants to hold on to the belt. But it's just, getting dragged around. Yes, he has a press conference with GSP, and then that thing falls apart, and it's super duper frustrating, the whole fucking Bisping thing,
Yeah, I agree. I agree completely. Yeah, I just want those guys to, fight who they rightfully should, and not make the UFC a big joke, because that's what it's turning into. Where it's turning into WWE. People are picking and choosing their fights. It's like, why do we have the rankings then? We need to respect that as fighters, so.
Yeah, I see a lot of people in the chat are all saying Maia, FTW, they're saying the Mayas. So it looks like we're on the same page. And I think Woodley thinks that too. That's why he's avoiding him. This Friday, I know, now this is interesting. This is an interesting one. I'm glad I have you here for this. We'll end it with this one. Rory McDonald versus Paul Daly is going down in Bellator. And Liam McGarry, who is an interesting one. Oh, shit. Hold on a second. I'm going to put this on the living room, the Google Zooms. Look at this baby Slice. Fucking Kimbo Slice's little boy is fighting as well on this card. Oh, fuck. Baby Slice. Ched Congo, who is just so washed up, so I'm over him. But Liam McGarry is fighting as well. Vincent Vassell. This is going to be a really good fight as well. But everyone is interested in the fight. That's going to be the main event. maybe a fight buddies. I don't know. We have to think about it. My life is devoted to this channel apparently. But Rory McDonald versus Paul Daly. I mean, this fight is going to be. If you guys aren't aware about Paul Daly, you watch this. Watch this fucking fight. What do you think about this? I know you're not the biggest Bellator fan, rightfully so. It's a circus. It's a complete circus. But now Rory McDonald's making his debut. The Red King fighting Paul Daly. These guys have called each other out before. England versus Canada. What are your thoughts on this whole situation?
I'm a big Rory fan. You know, I fell in love with his style of fighting when I saw him and Lawler the second time. I was like, God, this kid just has no quit in him. He's so talented. He has so much skill sets, you know, up his sleeve. So I think this is going to be a war. I mean, Daly, he's no joke either. He's been around for a long time, you know. I think that, you know, Bellator giving Rory, you know, Daly, just like that. It's not an easy role for him, you know. So I'm excited for this fight, though. That's probably the only fight on the card, to be honest with you, that I'm really excited about. But I think Rory is going to overcome it. He has a lot more to prove. He's technically coming off 2 losses in his career, so he obviously wants to make a big statement at a new organization. So I think we're going to see some surprises from him.
Guys in the chat, let me know. Rory McDonald versus Paul Daly. Bellator MMA this Friday. Are you watching, and who are you picking? Because we're hanging
with the boys.
on a Wednesday sexy night. Marlynn, it's good to have you on here as always. I know you're at work, so I'm not going to keep you all freaking night as much as I'd love to keep talking to you.
Thank you.
What do you have to? What do you? next time I expect a lower cut shirt because everyone's getting restless in that chat. And last words to the holes.
Thank you guys always for having me on, and I appreciate you wanting to hear what I have to say and all that. And so I hope you guys have a wonderful night and a wonderful weekend, and I'll definitely be talking to you guys soon.
That's right. Now, before you go, too, can you give us your best Valley Girl accent?
Like, oh my God, like, really? I don't know. That's all what am I supposed to say?
Say, oh my God, look at that butt. Just say that real quick.
Oh my God, look at that butt.
You're a good sport, Marlynn. All right. Thank you for coming on. I appreciate it. Had a great night at work, and
Thank you.
I'll talk to you later.
Okay. Bye, guys. See ya.
Marlynn Lane, hanging out with the holes, doing a great job as usual. What do you think of Marlynn's appearance? Always killing it. She's great. She's great. She's great stuff. Great stuff. Paul Daly, Rory McDonald. Let's see what you guys think. Let's see. Paul has looked amazing as of late. He really has. He's been putting... Oh, Marlynn's dying. Hold on. There she is. I could eject her, but I like watching her fumble for the eject button. Daly has 0 ground game. Wouldn't be surprised if a submission. Daly has 0 ground game, but the guy, his hands are like fucking rocks. He really, I mean, he makes you pay every time you go for a takedown. I'm assuming this is what we're going to see. We're going to see that weird, quirky Rory McDonald again doing that weird shit, going shooting and trying to get him to the ground for sure. So that's going to be Rory's game plan. I do not think he wants to stand and trade with Paul Daly. I don't think anyone wants to trade with this dude. He's been looking vicious as of late. And that's why Marlynn is the best female MMA journalist out there. That's right.
Wonderful, wonderful.
You are correct, Brian Roger. You are correct. I still can't believe Jeff Roberts threw $10 in the fucking tip, made Carrie fly. It's good to see that super chat swole, and thank you very much. Rory beat Maya. And there you go, 3-3 dropping knowledge. Rory versus CSI lab technicians.
Wonderful, wonderful.
X-Ghost. It's good to have X-Ghost back flowing in the chat. Becky Dean says, Rory. She's going to Rory. Rory by murder, says Stephen Killen. Love Marlynn so much. Smoochy, smoochy, smoochy. Olympia Low Life. Thomas Lynch says, the Red King, 100%. All you shut up now. She's talking to me. This is X-Ghost. All right, what else? Good words, Marlynn. Love Valley Girls. Marlynn stiff as fuck Lane. Oh, God. You guys are fucking funny, man. Becky Dean says, thank you, Chris Marlin. All you fucking MMA holes. Becky Dean, thank you.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Don't worry, Marlin. We are good pretenders. That's right. Sound clip that shit, Chris. Maybe I am. Everything that's said on the MMA holes is clippable, so maybe we will get that. That would be great in the intro. Should I put that? Hit me with the ones if you think I should put that Marlin Valley Girl voice in the intro. I probably should. It's so great. Marlin's a good sport. Uriah, Primetime Hall. The GOAT says Rory by machete to the neck. Uriah, you were the one that should fight Chris Weidman. Part 2. I felt that was the one that should happen. Play that shit every time she comes up. George fucking Sampras. I might have to do that. George Sampras. Good one. I think I might have to do that. Yeah, anytime you have something to contribute to the show like that, that's a gem. You know what? I'm going to write a note to myself. I'm going to write it. Yeah, that's fucking funny. Clip. All right. Yeah, I'm going to go back and snip that shit. Always have her on, Chris. Smart moves, says Olympia Lowlife. She's great. Marlin's freaking great, man. You know why? Because we have a lot of stupidity over here. Olympia Lowlife is dropping the ones like, yes. Chris, do you keep that tip jar in that red murder room? Yes. Well, the tip jar is floating right now. It does look like a murder room. It does. Look at that thing. I'm still waiting for the ghost to float by. I would definitely shit my pants if something just fucking soared past in the background. It is fucking creepy over there. This might be the creepiest MMA Holes show ever. Now, if you're just jumping in right now, this is a transition. We are moving this party back into the bricks. I don't know if we're going to have the bricks again. I don't know. I'm just going to set up a little studio space, make it a little bigger, and have some more swole guests. Keep on putting, hey, 2 more likes. We make John fucking dance around. You get those likes in that fucking floating tip jar right now because we need to play the 10 more likes song. That's right. We need to do it. It's good. So you guys think that we should put Marlin? I think George Sampras has a good idea. I think George Sampras saying every time Marlin comes in, play that clip. I think that's a fucking great idea. I get it that people call TJ a snake, but they call Maya a snake. He always has people's backs. He does. He does. You should call him the backpack, right? Is that the way to do it? That is the way to do it. So it's funny. Something just popped up over here. I think Marlin finally came out, and I looked at this, and I see myself. So this is what Marlin saw. She saw a TV. She saw my face in a... Wow, she didn't really see much. She just saw this. That's what she saw. So now you know when people are in Hangouts, my blown out face. Wow, it's very blown out. That's what they get to see. A different angle over here. Different stuff. So you guys get the better angle. Close that off. Like anyone gives a shit. This is the Wednesday show, guys. We've hit an all-time low. I don't know what the fuck's going on, but I ask, and you guys listen. Fill that fucking tip jar up because we got 10 more likes. This is how we get the party started. You tip that jar with likes, and this motherfucker dances.
I've got 10 more likes. I've got 10 more likes. I've got 10 more likes. Fuck you, dislikes. I've got 10 more likes. I've got 10 more likes. I've got 10 more likes. I hope the dislikes die of AIDS.
We are
Hanging with the boys.
tonight on the MMA Holes Live, hanging with the boys. That is going to be the gem of Tough 25. It's going to be the gem, hanging with the boys, because we can play that over and over again because we're all hanging with the boys. Marlin, let me bang Wonderboy Lane.
Wonderful,
Stephen
wonderful.
Kill him. Olympia Lowlife says, love creepy. That's wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful, wonderful.
This is the wonderful, wonderful segment. If you say something wonderful, wonderful, I'll play the wonderful, wonderful. That's how it goes. Put that boot-wearing, tornado-licking, cactus-hugging chick on too. Actually, Becky Dean would be a great guest. Becky Dean would be a great guest. If Becky ever wanted to come on, or if you want to come on tonight, I could squeeze you in. Why the fuck not? What time is it? Is it past my bedtime? It's 12:41 in the AMs over here. And yeah, Becky, if you want to come on, I actually came on Becky's show. Becky was nice enough to have me on the show. If Becky wants to come on, this is what you do, Bex. Shoot me a DM on Twitter. Actually, anyone could shoot me a DM on Twitter, and we could set this puppy up. I could shoot you a link, and we could have a great time on the MMA Holes. Becky Dean can.
Hanging with the boys.
That's right. If you guys want Becky on the show, hit me with the ones. And if Becky, if you're still there, fucking hang out. Let me know. Put that boot wearing today. All right, so that let me bang with the boys. That's right. 3-3 says, about tough, Cody did a snake in the grass move, episode 3. Cody, how you guys feeling about Cody now? Now, we're 5 in, okay? No drama this time around. Cody was... Oh, I got a DM right away. Let's see. Who is this? Oh, this is someone else. Hit me with the DMs. At the MMA-Holes, you could find me on the Twitters. That's where I fucking make shit go down. Check it out. Look at this. Google Zoom that. This is the MMA-Holes. Whoa, what the fuck am I showing you guys? Hanging with the boys. I am Mystic Moss. You look for the crown. You look for the face. And you look for the greatest Twitter channel. Twitter, whatever, on YouTube. There's our Swole store. There's flexing. I threw a thing out for MMA quick hits. Come at me, bro. Take all your fucking subs. This is one of my favorite thumbnails, guys. Definitely one of my favorite thumbnails. Back hurt. What do you guys rate this thumbnail? Out of 10. We've done a bunch of thumbnails. Let me know what you guys rate this thumbnail out of 10. Might be one of the best of the bunch. All right. This is kind of cool, guys. Look at this. This is the stats to the UFC Fight Buddies UFC 211 stream. We broke all of our records. We got over 200 subscribers. We got, check this out, 75,344 minutes watched. And then you could add this too as well. Watch time. And you could add another almost 2,600 minutes on top of that if you'd like. We got 27,428 views. You can add this over here to make it almost 28,000 views. The best part about this fucker, and look at you. I'm laughing at the comments right now. You're rating it. Brian Roger says it's a 10 out of 10. Brian, you're correct. That is a 10 out of 10 fucking thumbnail for sure. Right? Right, Connor?
Yes, sir.
That's right. Stephen Killen agrees too. Right, Connor? Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
But X-Ghost gives it a minus 40. A fucking minus 40. Fuck you, X-Ghost. Fapping with the boys is Albertino. Albertino's here. But here's the cool part about this. 856. G-Man Mule gives it an 8. I'll take it. 856 peak concurrent viewers. So right over here, if you look, oh, you can't see my arrow. I don't think I have the arrow on here. But anyway, if you look at the peak of that mountain, that chart right there, 856 people were watching at that time. The best part is, we didn't go very low at all. That room was fucking swole for a long time. About 200, 250 strong, and just rising up that fucking mountain. And fuck, man, 856 peak concurrent viewers? It's insane. And you guys are dropping chats, almost 6,000 chat messages. Fucking A, you guys are awesome, man. Really awesome. That show was definitely our biggest numbers and our most swole show, and it was all thanks to the MMA-Holes. You guys are wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful.
I always appreciate your swollenness. Remember, keep on tipping that jar. We'll make John fucking dance around for the fook of it. Brian Rogers says, how can you make money on YouTube, Chris? Well, here's the deal. Analytics are going down. So really, advertisements, I do put ads on my videos, but you don't really make much from those ads. So the best way to make money is basically donations. That's the best way. So any channel that you do like, if you want to support that channel, the only way is donations. So that's why I threw this over here. I'm not looking to beg for fucking money, but if anyone is feeling the itch and wants to throw it in there, I put up a graphic, Carrie flies, and I do the coffee tip dance. And that's how you support your channel. So any channel that you're interested in, definitely do that. I learned that trick from another YouTuber who actually quit their job, and it's their career. They have 42,000 subscribers, and not even 100,000 subscribers, and they literally quit their job because of the fans who support their show. So it's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. It's like paying for cable, I guess. But I'm not looking for handouts, man. I'm not looking for it. If you guys donate, it's fucking awesome. I like the tips, so I can make my man dance, and it's great. It's a great time. I have fun doing this, man. It's a fun time. That's why I do it. This week, I'm doing 5 shows. Tomorrow night, I'm going to have 2 more fighters on. 2 more fighters. And then Friday, I was going to do my rundown of the week. But then I found out the Paul Daly versus Roy McDonald fight's going on. And I'm like, fuck, we might have to do our Fight Buddies for that. So maybe we'll just do the Fight Buddies. Brian Rogers says, hanging with the boys.
Hanging with the boys.
It's so stupid. Would Marlyn fuck Mike Perry or fucking Wonder Bitch? I'm gonna have to guess. If I had to answer for Marlon, I would have to say that it would be Wonder Bitch. I would guess George Sampras. Nightpod throws a fuck Luke Thomas. Stephen Killam says, you know what a KKK member said to another KKK member? Oh, this is gonna be good. Before they hanged a black dude, hang him with the boys. Oh my god. What the fuck? Oh my god. It's terrible. Exco says I want to donate $100, but I can't find my pocketbook. That's fine.
Wonderful.
Now you can't find your lipstick or your pocketbook. It's very sad. Joe is a pothead, says Exco's22. Joe who? Joe Mama? Yeah, and I got rid of the Joe Rogan. And bang, I got him. So much better. Bang. This guy is way better to see dance around than Joe Rogan's face. I got rid of pretty much all the copyright stuff. This way we can get no more strikes on this fucking channel, because this swole channel is about to take over the world. Wednesday nights, I need to get my studio back, swole and sexy again. I need to get the studio up and running and partying. 2 more fighters will be on tomorrow night from Premier FC 23, June 10th. That's going down. And I thought last night was great. We had Karen Wesh on. Karen Wesh is awesome. She's the CEO of Premier FC, and she's been killing it. Every time she comes on, she kills it. A lot of knowledge, a lot of good stuff. Next week on Tuesday, we're going to have Justin Sumter on because he shouted out the MMA-Holes on Axis TV. Axis TV, CES, Justin Sumter grabbed that fucking mic and shouted out the MMA-Holes. So if you missed that, well, we'll talk about that on Tuesday with Justin the Fort Sumter. I thought that was fucking cool, man. Making us super legit. Too legit to quit. Albertino says, I would love to see Marlynn in a hijab. Yeah, that would be great.
Wonderful.
That would be awesome. I would love to see that too. Maybe in the next show we'll have her dress up in that. G-Man Mule says, wanted to tell you you're blowing up. Kid, it's great. Yeah, thank you very much. As I stumble across your comment, I do appreciate it. Hey, we're making fucking moves here in this bitch. We're making some fucking moves. I like the trollness of this channel. I like the swollen sexiness of this channel. I want to try to do a week where we did 5 nights, and I'm going strong with it. This is night number 3. Tomorrow we'll be on with some more guests, and Friday will be going good. It's a hustle, man. It's a hustle. I don't know. 5 nights a week is a little much. I'm definitely going to be doing 3 night and days. I'm looking to do this. Monday is going to be an afternoon show. I'm going to come on before the MMA hour. Monday, I'm going to come on and chat with the boys. I'm going to hang with the boys and the girls.
Hang with the boys.
Wednesday is going to be our Wednesday show, weekly Wednesday show until the Ultimate Fighter is done. And then we're going to go back to the 9 o'clock schedule. And we'll be hanging with the boys.
Hanging with the boys.
Friday, here's the thing with Friday. Okay, check this out. Friday's going to be an interesting one because Friday, I was going to do a random night. Random night was a lot of fun. If you guys missed random night, we had a circus on Friday. But it's MMA and everything. We talk about everything over there. I know we spread things up and we talk about a lot of shit on our regular shows, but random night really goes there, goes really far. I'm not going to scratch random night, but I'm going to have it more random. I'm just going to have it pop up randomly. Mexican came up with a great idea, and let me know what you guys think about this. Friday, I'm thinking about doing an afternoon show. This way, because I do get a lot of jobs on Friday night, so it gets a little tough. But I'm thinking about doing this. I don't give my predictions only until Fight Buddies. I give my predictions. But I'm thinking Friday might be a prediction show. So if there is a fight that weekend, anything that's going on, Friday afternoon, we'll talk picks. We'll have a pick show. We'll talk about your picks and my picks. We'll get all the picks going. And Friday will be the show for that. Let me know in the comments right now in the live chat. Let me know what you guys think about that. Should we do a Friday show, afternoon show, picks? Will be afternoon for me, probably around 12 or 1 for me. So whatever time, it'll probably be a morning show for the West Coast and whatever country you're in. But I like doing day shows for us because it gives other people chances to watch from all over the world. We have people from all over the world. It is like 6 o'clock in the morning somewhere. And I like to give those people a break. So let me know what you guys think about that. I like to bounce info off of you guys' heads, see what you guys think, and take the advice. Mexican came up with that idea, and I think it was a good idea. Fuck Joe Rogan. I like Bull Dancing John better. That's right. Hey, Chris, you know what was Connor's baby's first word? Dana G's, baby! Right, Connor?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, see, Connor agrees. Where's my second son already? Jesus wants to know when he's popping out the next one. Connor put his kid to sleep with a left hand shot. Fook story time. Laugh my ass off, Jesus. I'm out. See you guys tomorrow, Olympia. It was good to hang with you, with the boys.
Hanging with the boys.
We'll see you tomorrow night. Stefan Killam. All right, lost you. You said something over there. I left my ass off. I'm out. Okay, hang with the boys. Fu Chris, read the chat. We got some spicy jokes. Okay, Stefan, I'm back. Deuces from the 3-3. Why did Dee look so ugly holding Connors Jr. in the hospital? Well, because she just popped out a human being, Brian. She fucking popped out a human being. So that's why. But yeah, she wasn't glowing. I'll agree with you on that one. I'll agree with you on that one. She was not glowing. She was hanging with the boys. All right, I shut down the Hangouts. We're going to go a couple of minutes. It's 12:52 a.m. We're going to take this party to 1 a.m. So a couple more questions, answers, statements, whatever you guys want. And we're going to shut this fooker down. Thank you, Marlon, for joining us. Thank you, Ultimate Fighter number 5, Tough Redemption, for sucking as usual. I appreciate that. You're wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful.
And yeah. Jesus Christ, is Stefan. It was one of the first jokes I read about Connor Jr. And it was funny as fuck. Stefan Killam says, I lolled out loud. Let's see. Brian Rogers says, go ahead to head with Luke Thomas at 1 p.m. Eastern time with a Q&A. Brian Rogers, when does Luke Thomas... He comes on... Doesn't he comes on Wednesdays, though. He was on today. When does Luke Thomas come on? I want to do a head-to-head. I want to go head-to-head with Luke Thomas, the hot dog bottom lip. That's right. That's right. I want to go head-to-head with Luke Thomas. Yes, I want to do that. That'd be wonderful, wonderful. Fook, I messed up the jokes. It's Stefan Killam. Hanging with the boys is Brian Roger.
Hanging with the boys.
Exco says this stream's gone long enough. Later, my MMA-Holes later. My friend Exco, it's good to see you hanging with the boys tonight on a Wednesday night. A swole, sexy Wednesday night. We got 16 still hanging right now. And yeah. Hope everyone's wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful.
Laugh my ass off. Why does she look ugly 10 minutes after giving birth? What the fuck is 3-3? Yeah, I know, right? Why would she look ugly? I don't know. I don't know. It's I don't know. Usually people look great after they just popped out a body, a little flesh ball. Yeah. Got to get ready for Marlins. His ex goes, all right, scrub them bulls. That's right. Keyboard got too much jizz. Happy Days says, trying to pop a baby. Let's see how you look. That's right. Happy Days. Tell him. I don't want to pop out a baby out of my penis. That would suck. Fucking tired as fuck too. George Sampras, get some fucking sleep. The man's gone. Hanging with the boys, Brian Roger says. Brian Roger wants it, and he gets it.
Hanging with the boys.
It's so fucking annoying. It really is fucking annoying. Luke Thomas will fuck your world up. No, he won't. That guy. He ain't shit. Luke Thomas could lick my balls.
Lick my balls.
It would be great to know if Luke Thomas did watch. There's 14 people watching. Luke, are you watching? Look at me, Luke.
Yes. I am watching.
Okay. That was weird. Now the ghost is going to fly by in the background. Oh, man. We have 1,204 subscribers. It's fucking crazy. Who would have thought? August, we hit a year on YouTube. The MMA-Holes will hit a year in August. So, yeah, maybe we should do a year celebration. I never thought we would even hit 1,000 in a year. I thought we would probably have about maybe 100 subscribers. Never in a million years, I think we would hit over 1,000. And every time we do a Fight Buddies, like we get at least 200 every shot. So it's fucking crazy, man. This thing is fucking going strong. It really is. And it's wonderful, wonderful. Who's the worst meathead, Cody or Tyron? Here's the thing. I think Tyron might be a little more intelligent than Cody. Cody is all streets. So maybe Cody, but Tyron says some really dumb things. But I would say Cody as just meathead. If we're just talking meathead, Stefan, I would say Cody. Brian Roger says,
Wonderful.
Hang with the Boys is the new head movement. Yeah, it is. It is. I don't see any other shows playing it, so why not?
Head movement.
Oh, fuck.
Head movement.
There
head
it is.
Movement, head movement. Head movement. Head movement. Head movement.
Everyone have that head movement. It's still right at the right time, though. Yeah, I have to pluck the head movement soundbite and play it at the right time. I think when Marlon's on, it's always a good time to play it. I'm fucking tired. George Samples, get some fucking sleep. Chris, do you sandblast your hookers? Yes, I do. Every night. What was that? Oh, God. George Samples says, I work at night like a bitch. George, what do you do for a living? I'm off tonight, though. All right, well, happy off. It's good to see you in the chat. I used to work nights, too. Working nights do suck. They do suck. My photography job, I pretty much make my schedule, so it's great. But, nights is a tough one. 3-3 says, hanging with the boys. That clip is gold. It is. When I heard that on the Ultimate Fighter, I was like, oh, we need to use this one. We definitely need to use this one. So, we're going to be using that clip for a while. It's so fucking annoying. Where do you see yourself in a year, Chris? Is George Sampras. A year of YouTube? My goal, a year of YouTube, I want at least 3,000 subscribers in a year. That's what I want. That's minimum. That's minimum. But where do I see myself? I see myself doing my photography job and having some fun on YouTube, playing on the side with YouTube. That's what I think. Let's see. Would you quit your job if YouTube pay was right? Maybe if you reach 1K subs. Happy Days, fuck yeah. Who wouldn't quit their job to fucking play on YouTube? I mean, this is great. Now, don't get me wrong. It does take some fucking time to put this shit together, this dysfunction. It does take some time and effort, but it's fun. It's a fun hobby. It really is. It's a lot of fun. So I enjoy it, man. It really is. I never thought I would be fucking hanging with the boys.
Hanging with the boys.
Cody is full retard. You went full retard, Cody. Tyron is full of Kool-Aid drinker, says 3-3. Yeah, I pretty much completely agree with that statement. Luke Thomas just gave his voice to Jigsaw.
What?
Luke Thomas. Cody's dad versus Michael Chies's mom for UFC 215. Make it happen. That's right. Stephen Killen wants Dana to make it happen. What do we got? We got one more minute. And I'm going to shut this fucker down. Thank you for hanging out with us. Thank you for hanging with the boys. Had a good time. Tomorrow night, I'm going to see if I can push this in the back room. I want to put some lights in the background. I have fun. When I had Anthony on with us, it's fucking great, man. Anthony was that voice in the background that wasn't talking when I had the live chat going and I went to take a piss. Anthony was that voice in the background. I don't care if it's uncomfortable and cringy. I like to have someone here to play off of. It's a good time. It really is a good time. But for some reason, the ratings just work when I just bullshit with you guys. So, hey, if you guys want to chat, we chat. That's what we do. George Sampras says, whatever I do, I get paid. But I'm working on a bitch-ass degree. There you go, George Sampras. Keep on working on that fucking thing.
Lick my balls.
Whoa, fucking, why did you lick my balls? School, I sucked at school. I just did not want to be there. So if you can do it and get that degree, fucking do it, man. Do that thing. This is what I got to tell everyone in the chat right now. The people that are watching, always remember to just live that dream, man. If you got that goal that you want to hit, don't let anyone fucking tell you can't do it, man. There's been a lot of points in my life where I fucking hit things where a lot of people said I couldn't do it. So I am going to keep on doing those weird things until the day I die. So I want you guys to do the same thing. I want you guys to live that dream, man. Whatever you're chasing, whether it's school, whether it's a degree, whether it's a job, whether it's anything, make sure you keep going. Don't let anyone talk you about it. If you want to be a hooker, be that hooker. Work the street. Work the corner. Sling that dick and pussy. But seriously, definitely, guys, chase that dream because dreams always become a reality. They always do if you keep on going for it. Never let anyone talk you out of it. That's my words of wisdom. That's the serious moment of the day, of the night. Everyone have a great night. I had a lot of fun. Everyone have a good time. Like always. Yeah. I'm just fucking babbling. I think I fucking lost it. Too much streaming. Guys, always remember, don't be an a-hole. Be an MMA-hole. This song is for you, the MMA-Holes. Good night, fellas. Ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate it. Hanging with the boys. Hum along. I want everyone to masturbate now. Everyone masturbate in the chat. Rub one out.